All right, so I'm back again. But this time, this gonna have to be another trigger warning video, but not for the same reasons as the last one. All right, so they're gonna have some um schmexual things going on. I'm gonna try to PG-13 it as best as I could, but I just want to talk about incubus and succubus spirits, right? So I'm gonna tell y'all about some of them dreams, especially one of them that confirmed two of them that confirmed everything for me. So this might be a kind of long video. All right. So this, I don't know how long this might be a long video. So um when I was about 9, 10, I'm gonna start from the beginning. When I was about 9, 10, I had got introduced to POR in graphic materials, right? So I think that's what introduced those type of spirits to me. And it wasn't on purpose. I just so happened to wake up in the middle of the night and somebody in my family was watching it. And me being a child and being curious, I started watching it and trying to see what was going on. And that's how I got introduced to it. And after that, I started having dreams like that. And all the way up to, I was like, 17, 18, maybe 19, I don't know. I was almost an adult. And over those years, I would have schmexual dreams all the time. But as I got older, I'm like, this feels a little bit too real. And so I remember that was one thing that I always that spiritual warfare at an early age, because of being introduced to that so early. I started having those types of dreams, and I didn't know. I thought they were just dreams. I didn't know that that was spiritual warfare going on until when I got older. Like, sometimes in my sleep, when I was young, I would like be convulsing and stuff. I don't know exactly what was happening spiritually. I can't tell you what was happening spiritually when those things was going on. But I remember it feeling very real, and it got to the point to where I started questioning, like, is this stuff really happening? Because this feel very real, and I'm convulsing, not in no feel good type of way. Like, I felt like something was wrong with me. And like I'm having a seizure or something. It was getting to that point. And so one day I just prayed, and I started talking to the Most High, and I prayed in Jesus' name and God and stuff, because I didn't know his name back then. And I prayed, and I started talking to the Most High. I'm like, I'm gonna say Abiyah now, but back then I said, Jesus, I don't know if this is real, but if it's real, take it away from me. Stop it from happening, because I think it's real, but I was didn't know about those things. So for years, I did not have no more dreams like that until this house that I'm living in now. I would be home by myself a lot of times because my husband worked. At the time, he would be gone for a month. He would work on the boats, and he would be gone for like a month, sometime 6 weeks at a time. And one day, I was asleep, and I woke up, and my bed is by this window, but it was on this side of the room. And I was asleep, and I woke up, and I look at the edge of my bed. Now my kids, they in their room sleep. It's in the middle of the night. It's like maybe 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. I see something standing at the edge of my bed, and I could see through it. It was like not a shadow. I'm trying to explain it best way. It's a transparent shadow figure. And I tried to look at it, and I was like this, and I fell back to sleep just like that, like something knocked my lights out, and I was woke, and I fell back to sleep. It was like I'm guessing those things have power to put you to sleep, because I was wide awake like I am not, and I looked and seen that transparent figure at the edge of my bed, and I was trying to get a good look at it, because I was like, what am I looking at? But I could see it moving. That's what made me know that something was there. So I fall back to sleep. I started having this vivid dream. Like I was literally there. If y'all ever seen Supernatural, I used to watch Supernatural when that first came out. I watched it for years. I used to watch Supernatural all the time. And I think Supernatural is based on a lot of stuff that people really went through. And they just made it into a series. But I go to sleep. I'm put to sleep. In a deep sleep. And it was like I lived a whole nother life in those however long I was asleep for. So in a dream, I moved to Houston. I get a job as a housekeeper in Houston. I don't do no housekeeping, y'all. But in a dream, I had a job as a housekeeper. I'm working at this little small hotel. I meet this man. Me and this man hit it off. We start talking. We start going together. We get married. All of a sudden, and I feel just how I feel like I with my husband, that I love my husband. I want to be with my husband all day, every day. You know, when you love somebody, you know how you feel about that person. I felt like that about that man in that dream. In the dream, we get married. We consummate the marriage, right? We consummate the marriage once. And it was like somebody hit rewind, like bloop, and it rewind and do it over. By about a third rewind, I'm like, wait, something not right. Because who do it, like rewind? Why I keep rewinding? Back in, like, that's when I heard a man's voice says, a love that transcends time and space. That's when, what? Wait, huh? Who is that? Who is you? Why is you in my head? Like, I said, oh, so you a incubus. I got something for you. And I started praying. It took me 3 times. When I became conscious, I couldn't open my eyes. My eyes were stuck closed. But I could feel something sitting on my chest. And I can feel hands around my throat. And I'm telling you, the Most High must have it felt like I had a straw in my throat for me to be able to breathe. That's how much air I was getting. And I was like, you can't stop these thoughts. You may could stop my body from doing what it needs to do to wake up, but you can't stop these thoughts. You're not going to stop these thoughts. I prayed 3 times. 3 times I had to say that prayer, say the Most High's prayer in Yahushua's name. The 3rd time, it was like somebody kicked that thing off of me. And the whole time that I'm praying, the thing is choking me. That spirit is choking me. I could feel the hands around my throat. I could feel that I'm getting very little air, like somebody stuck a tube down my throat. So I was not scared, because I knew you can't kill me, because I could still breathe. So I wasn't scared at all. And no fear at all. And something, I think angel must have kicked that thing right off of me because that's what it felt like. And when it flew off of me, my whole body tingled. So I'm guessing it probably was draining my energy or something. I don't know what the tingling sensation was. My whole body tingled, like burn tingled. And it flew off me. I was able to open my eyes. I called my husband. I tell my husband about the dream. He was like, well, you know how your dreams are. That was just a dream. That wasn't just no dream. I called my mom and told her about the dream. Even the sexual parts. I don't care. I'm going to tell her because she grown. She know. But I told her about it, right? So I prayed, and the Most High drop kicked that thing off of me. I'm probably my angel or something. I don't know. Drop kicked it. That thing. It felt like it flew off of me, and didn't have no more dreams until last year, earlier this year. I don't know what door was open. I think I do know, but I'm not going to share on here because it's personal business. But it wasn't on my end. Just put it that way. Because I was not giving it no door of my own for that thing to come into me and to try to drain my energy, my life force, whatever they drain. I don't know. But so last year, that was either last year, late last year, or earlier this year. I don't know. I had another dream, and in a dream, I got up to use the bathroom. Well, no, first I was asleep, and I thought I'm gonna skip that part, but I thought it was my husband. Just put it that way, and I thought I was woke. And I got up, go downstairs to use the bathroom. We have a bathroom in our room. We have a bathroom in the kids' room, and we have a bathroom downstairs. I don't know why in the dream I got up and went downstairs. I thought I was woke for real because I could see my house looking the same way it looks. I don't know if my spirit got up and went downstairs, whatever. I got downstairs, went to use the bathroom, got up. A male demonic spirit got behind me and started smacking me. And I looked in the mirror and I could see from the chest down. I could see it from the chest down. And I'm like, I want to see the face because I want to see what is this. And it was black, darker than what I am. The face looked like a straight up African, not a Negro African. I'm gonna have to try to find a picture of something that's similar to what it looked like. But the head was in misshapen. The head was huge and misshapen. And then another one walked up behind it. And I said, I know you a DEMON, but dang, like why it look like that? I'm making joke out of it, but y'all, like I was just too shocked. And I woke up. And I looked up a sermon. I didn't care what person it was. I looked up and I was like, how do I get rid of these things? And I prayed to the Most High out loud. And I rebuked that thing out loud. And I told it that I don't belong to it. Ain't no spirit husband, spirit wife. I'm not none of those things. I am married to my husband. And my body do not belong to that thing. That's what I say out loud. And I haven't had no experiences since. I don't know if that's the same thing that was probably, probably with me as a teenager all the way to my adulthood. I can't tell you because I can't see into the spiritual world like that. And I don't know. I'm just learning this stuff. But that stuff is real. It's real. And they have a story in Tibet. I don't know if y'all ever heard that book. Read it. It's a short book. It's only going to take you like maybe 15, 20, 30 minutes to read it. It's a short book. But the girl in there that Tibet married she wound up having a incubi spirit attached to her, a spirit husband, and it would kill every time she would try to get married. It would kill unalive that her husband before they could consummate the marriage. And the angel, I think Raphael, the angel Raphael, sent Tobet to go and marry her because both of them was praying to the Most High. The Most High basically put them two together and sent the angel to go and do some kind of ritual with a fish or something. I forgot what it was, but because I don't know about all that stuff. It's for her to get rid of that spirit. And she was able to get married, and she was able to consummate her marriage with her husband. But she had been married like what, 6, 7 times? I don't know, probably more than that. She was married a bunch of times, but every time she got married, her husband was, unalived. So I want to say that stuff is real. Be careful in your dreams. If I've had dreams to where a person will try to kiss me, and when I realized what's going on, I would be like, no, and I would like start fighting it in a dream, and a whole demonic face would appear, and so that's how I know that's a demonic spirit. I've had dreams to where I'm walking past a TV. On the TV, it showed some PORN, the graphic material, start playing on the TV, and I stop and look at the TV, and I rebuked it right then and there. I rebuked it in the name of Yahusha, and I woke up, eyes pop open. So y'all just be careful. I'm trying to think of any other scriptures that talks about that. I don't know if they have any other scriptures that talk about that. Oh, I wanted to read about the spirits. Hold on. So I looked it up on Google, which I almost forgot because I'm about to end this video. But I looked it up on Google, and I'm gonna read what Google said. It says an incubus and a succubus spirits are a pair of demonic entities from medieval folklore. Not all folklore is folklore. A lot of folklore comes from something real. All right, that takes the form of a male incubus or a female succubus demon, respectively, to have sexual encounters. I already said it, with sleeping humans. The incubus seduces women, and the succubus seduces men, often to impregnate them and to further cambions. What the cambions is? Look, hold on. Look, let me pause there. Let me see what a cambion is. Hold on. So a cambion, I'm probably saying it wrong, is the half-human, half-demon offspring of a mortal and a demon, such as an incubus or succubus. Originally, in medieval folklore, the term cambion referred to a changeling, a demonic or a fairy child left in place of a human baby, but over time it evolved to describe the direct offspring of human and demonic parents. Wow. The earliest known use of the word in the 13th century described changelings like those found in the works of Bishop William somebody of somewhere. I can't say that word. Who noted the sons of incubi demons were insatiable and often wailed continuously. By the Renaissance, the term increasingly meant the hybrid child of a demon and a human. The concept popularized in the works of Victor Hugo's novel Toilers of the Sea and the Dungeons and Dragons Monster Manual. I don't know how true this stuff is. I don't know if this true or not, y'all. I don't know if they really can follow the... I heard this not my first time hearing this stuff, though. But I never knew the actual name of that stuff. That's why I looked it up. Cambions inherit both human and demonic traits from their parents. They often have unusual features such as pointed ears, sharp teeth, or specific markings on their skin. Cambions are physically and mentally superior to mortals, possess enhanced strength, and may have access to innate magical abilities, often tied to their charismatic will. Their moral alignment can vary depending on their demonic parent, tending to be chaotic for a demonic parent, lawful for a devil parent, or neutral for other fiends. Child, I don't know. I don't know if this stuff is real or not. I never heard of somebody getting pregnant from a dream. But I guess it's not really a dream, is it? All right. So I'm gonna go back to what I was reading before. While the incubus and succubus are different in folklore, some legends describe them as the same entity, with incubus stealing semen from a unalived male to impregnate a female, or possessing a dead body to have intercourse with a person. That's nasty. A male demonic entity that appears in dreams to have sexual, that's in incubus, to have sexual intercourse with women, explains unexpected or illegitimate pregnancies in women and birth of deformed or easily influenced children. Succubus is a female demonic entity that appears in dreams and to have sexual intercourse with men. The male equivalent of an incubus, also believed to cause unwanted pregnancies and the birth of cambions, albeit through different mythological means than the incubus. All right, so this says sleep paralysis. Psychologists and anthropologists suggest that folklore surrounding incubi and succubi may be a supernatural explanation for sleep paralysis and hypnagogic and hypnopompic hallucinations. Baby, I barely said that. I felt like I'm about to have a stroke trying to get that word. But I said it though, which involve vivid sensory experiences during the transition between sleep and wakefulness. Similar myths appear in various cultures, such as the Tokalash in South Africa and the Boto in Brazil, suggesting a universal human experience of unexplained sexual encounters during sleep. Baby, let's hold on. We about to go and see what a Tokalash is. Hold on. All right, so it's say Tokalashi is a mischievous, malevolent, mythical creature from the Bantu folklore, particularly prominent in South Africa, described as a short, band-like, hairy, goblin-like being created by a shaman or a witch doctor to harm others. They are blamed for various misfortunes, from causing mischief and nightmares to more serious problems like death, illness, and even death, and are believed to be able to become invisible by drinking water. Traditional methods to protect against them includes raising beds off the floor and consulting sangomas, which is traditional healers. So let's see. So it's based. And don't they be on TV and stuff? They be showing these things. I never knew that stuff was real. Wow. All right. So this is Boto. So let's see what a Boto is. Okay. So in Boto, it says refers to an Amazon river dolphin, and in folklore, a shape-shifting creature who emerges from the water as a handsome man to seduce and impregnate women, explaining unexplained pregnancies in communities where the legend is told. The pink hue of the dolphins is believed to come from the scars of males' frequent fights, which turn pink. Okay, that's talking about the dolphin. Okay, so let's see if we can find some images. So, oh, no. So this is what pops up. It's not much on this for this Boto dolphin myth. Um, Basically it's a mermaid that comes up out of the water. But I don't know. I don't know how true this stuff is, but I wanted to show y'all this. When I looked in the mirror, this is close to what I seen, but just picture this person is a black person with African features. This is close to what I seen in that mirror. Now, I don't know how true some of these legends are, but I know what I experienced. My experience over the years dealing with that stuff, and me not knowing that that was a spirit spouse, a spiritual husband, and um, all that stuff. I never knew about all that stuff, so I said, well, let me make a video, which I've been thinking about making this video for like the past month or so. I've been wanting to make a video talking about these things, but because of the sexual content of it, that kind of would made me not do it. But people need to know because it's real. Like, this stuff is real, and it's even in the book of Tobit. So I know that's what confirmed it. But when I went through that thing choking me and trying to take me out of here because they got upset because I started praying against it, like, I knew I was dealing with some spiritual warfare. And I'm going to be talking about more spiritual warfare stuff because I asked the Most High to help me to learn about all this spiritual warfare and stuff that I didn't know was real. So I'm going to be talking about these things, and we're going to learn about this stuff together. And I'm going to tell y'all some of my experiences, which I'm doing already, but this stuff is real. The spiritual world is a real thing. They have all kind of spirits, and we just be living in la la land. We don't be knowing nothing that's going on. Now, when it comes to Christianity and stuff, the religion, I'm not really into that. But some of them Christians that deal with spiritual warfare, they know about this stuff, and so I do watch some of them people that talks about this stuff. I watch some people that deal with the supernatural. I watch and I learn, and I always dealt with supernatural things happening to me in my dreams and me seeing stuff in my dreams. And I thought I was just dreaming. I didn't know that I was dealing with spiritual warfare and been dealing with spiritual warfare since I was 7, 8 years old. So I'm going to be posting more information about this stuff, and we're going to be learning together. So if y'all are interested in learning about spiritual warfare and all these different spiritual beings that we're dealing with, learn about the Most High, because we're going to learn how to fight these things too. And I know prayer and going straight to Abba Yahusha, go straight to them, they'll get them things clean off of you. They drop kick them right off of you. So y'all like, share, and subscribe. I forget to say that. I do forget to say that, but like, share, and subscribe, comment, tell me your thoughts. I be wanting to know people's opinions about everything. So I don't care if you're long-winded, I'm going to read all of it. So share your thoughts. Shabbat Shalom. I will be back with another video in probably about 30, 40 minutes. All right.